Welcome to another video. Today is a very gloomy and cold day, which is perfect to be cutting and burning your fingers. So we're gonna start with this. I got 3 pieces of 1.5 square tubing, and I got a piece of 2x2 angle iron. The idea is as it goes. So this angle iron is going to go at the bottom and kind of make it a good shield for the front. So this, if this ever gets hit on the road by anything, it won't crumble up the flat section of metal that's going to go here in the front or the floorboard. So this is going to be welded like this, and it'll be a nice channel for the bottom for all this to have some structure, because all this is flimsy. The other thing I want to do is actually cut this to size whenever this is welded in here, and weld this to the bottom angle iron and then to the top square tubing that is actually my hitch. So give it some sturdiness up and down, and obviously this angle iron is going to be welded to the actual frame rails on the edges, so it should give us the structure we need. Following up, what I'm going to be welding is this square tubing to the hinges on each side, and obviously connecting this crossbar with this, and then I have another bar to go on the top one, and then those can be connected with each other. So yeah, that's currently where I'm at with this. I want to have this as sturdy as possible before I follow up on this part. This is going to be the sketchy part, but let's just get started on this, get as much done as possible with the reinforcing. That way this is actually functional at least, and then the beauty cover can just go in the front and actually have something to grab onto in the midsection. So having something here midway up, it'll actually give the front panel some structure instead of just being open and flimsy. So let's get started doing that. I got plenty of work to do, so throw y'all in the time lapse and get some stuff done. Check this out. This is sick. Alright, man. So here it is. S54 swapped wagon with the trailer back half. This thing is so sick. So obviously, if you guys been following along, this took me quite a bit, probably like 4 days worth of work. And we're nowhere near finished. So this is just a pretty rough setup on how it might be. But to give you guys an idea, I need to figure out what else to do next. But here's the thing I wanted to verify was the height difference on these and what the channel looks like. It's actually pretty even. It's not too bad. This side does sit a little bit higher than the other one, so I'm gonna fix that, but it does look pretty good, and it looks even enough. It is tilted high upwards a little bit, but it just settle with time. This side I think has a blown shock. It's like really bad. It's crazy. Right, Ollie? So now I'm gonna keep on going in here. So I got a template made for my almost perfect tie in here. So I need to cut this part out so I can mock this up and make it a flush fit here that is against so it's a flush fit around the B pillar, and it's also a flat ending here. That way it's a perfect matchup for the steel plate. So I'm gonna continue on this right now, and then I gotta cut this side to proper length and replicate the same thing. So that over there, over here, and eventually obviously tie all this in. But right now just gonna focus on that side, make that pretty, and then chop it to the size I need and do the same template on the other side for this specific make the template for this side. Oh my gosh, I cannot speak. Make the template for this side so I can cut it perfectly. That way it'll just plug and play. That way I can weld it in, and then I can start reinforcing this upwards. So I have some sort of side-to-side triangulate reinforcement for this thing. Yeah, that's basically where I'm at right now. So I'm gonna get started doing some magic. Well, it's close to midnight now. As you saw, we got a lot done today. So this is going to end it off at today. Tomorrow, thankfully, I'm able to keep working. Very thankful. But yeah, so we ended up putting the channel down here. Got the brace at the bottom underneath the tongue right there. The welds are not amazing, but they're functional. So we got cross bracing for each hinge on the doors and cross braced, and then we added a V to keep this sturdy and in place. So before I had a little bit of flex with just a single V into the first one, so I went ahead and added to the second one, and that helps the rigidity channel through the first bar to the second one, and now we have zero issues in that sense. Doing the V setup really helps me preventing from doing the usual triangular brace that you usually see on trailers. I wanted to stay away from that because I want this as clean as possible, but I also want it to be functional. So this was the only way to brace it enough that I'd feel confident that I won't have any issues in the future. So that obviously channels everything into the B pillars. So everything is now welded. I need to go back and redo some like welds, but at least we have the main braces in. The next thing to do tomorrow would probably reinforce this tongue into the rear subframe. That way, whenever I have to brake, it'll channel into the rear wheels and not just the tank and the front end of the trailer. It'll actually channel further back into the whole trailer, basically. So yeah, there's a way we can get away with it. I need to buy another piece of metal, probably a foot of flat stock, but I should be able to knock that out tomorrow, and then we can finish up the welds and get started on this piece. This is the most extensive piece that I've been kind of putting off, but I think it's time. I think my main goal on this one is to keep as much roof as possible. I know I wanted to go back straight into the sunroof panel, but if I go straight up, I'll end up around there. And then I only have a small section to fill in. This whole front piece needs to be painted. I might as well include this top piece. I have plenty of steel. So it just seems the best way to do that, to keep the clean look of the B-pillar. Just cut it all the way up and just fill in the sunroof. I think that's my best course of action here. But yeah, this is as far as we got today. It was a really productive day. Got most of it done today. So I'm really happy. It's sturdy enough that I can put on the trailer. I could tow down the street right now if I wanted to, but we're gonna take the precaution and channel it into the subframe. Any hard braking, we'll be 100% sure we won't have any issues in that sense. So yeah, this is definitely overkill, but much needed for something that's going to be on the road. But yeah, this is as far as we got today. Really happy with the outcome. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. So next video, y'all see what we're up to and how much we get done. I'm sure by the end of tomorrow we'll have that braced in, this somewhat mocked up, and those B pillars fully chopped off. So yeah, stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and yeah, stick around for more content.